You know what? This should be called like back to back with Natalia. Hey, is that not a great idea?
I love it. Yeah, I like it.
Say something?
Hello, hello, hello.
Yeah.
Got on. 15,
So
20 minutes.
I'm gonna go straight away into my random questions. Hi.
Hi, that's not a question.
Is that not like number one thing for communication? You shouldn't be sitting back to back. Actually,
Probably, yeah. It feels very close.
you
but
can. Yeah, you
every
can.
now-
Okay.
Like scooch a little.
Okay. Hi guys,
Hello,
it's
everybody.
Natalia from Resist the Usual podcast, and basically this is what happens when you forget your lovely iPhone stand, but yet you meet wonderful, random, creative people who don't mind that. So
It's all good.
today I'm with,
Klink.
what's your name?
Oh, my real name?
Yeah.
My real name is Arjen Klinkenberg. But because it's hard to pronounce, people call me Klink.
I like the Klink. Klink is like, like two glasses and stuff, no?
exactly.
Kind of a thing.
Yeah, I've got my own emoji and everything.
Oh, there you go. That's so cool. Guys, so for context, I have a moment with this human, and yes, I'm going to take it. I'm in Amsterdam. It's a beautiful, still summer day.
It is very warm.
It's so nice.
Yeah.
And Arjen was crazy enough to say yes to catching up for the good few minutes and talking about creativity and beyond. So for context for anyone, Arjen's behind one of the most loved and eaten, I think, brand in the world, Tony's Chocolate. Of course, he's doing new things now and he's going to tell us about it. But 20 almost years at Tony's Chocolate, and the reason why it's in your house, the reason why your friends eat it, your mom, your dad, your ex, whoever, is because of this man. So I had to meet Arjen and just catch up, because also when I look at LinkedIn and the things that he does there and like dresses himself as a chocolate and all these random things, I mean, guys. So straight into it, Arjen.
Yes.
What is creativity to you?
What is creativity to me? Creativity is making things from nothing. So where there once was nothing, there now is something. And that involves flexibility, curiosity, and trust, inner trust as well. Yeah.
And what is creativity not?
What is creativity not is copying and doing stuff that other people have done, but then slightly different.
Is that not like entire world right now, right? ChatGPT. When have you seen creativity recently like really blossom and you like it stopped you, you went like, this is good?
Oh, wow. Oh, I should have prepared.
Whatever it is, it doesn't have to be a brand or whatever, just even in life. Something stopped you and you were like, I need to like stare at this. This is really cool.
Well, this morning when I went to the copy shop, so you have these posters, these frames for these posters, which is the Dutch way of trying to contain freedom of speech. But I liked because somebody, either the poster was taken out or they flipped the board, but they created their own message, hand-drawn, handwritten. Didn't make any sense, but I really liked it, just because it was something completely different. There's all these spots where like companies try to sell you stuff. So every free electricity house, like a dumpster or a spare wall, and they put up these poster signs and these frame boards trying to sell you stuff. Where I think that it's to have space to let your voice be heard through street art, through painting, through graffiti, through whatever, is as valid and even more valid because someone doesn't trying to make money off of it.
I know, right? Like that's maybe why I live in East London, because it's just so much storytelling on the
Yeah.
walls. And like you mentioned handmade,
Yeah.
So what about it that kind of caught your eye? Because let's be honest, these days there ain't many handmade
No, there's
things.
not. No.
You know? So
There's
talk
not
to
a lot
us
of
about
handmade
it.
things.
Because we're all losing faith here a bit. So please bring us back to life.
I
Thank you.
don't think that's the case.
Oh, no, I'm kidding.
No, I really like handmade stuff, and if you look at my work, so even the stuff that I did for Tony's, but also my other projects, they contain a very high degree of handmade stuff, because I just like it. See, with Tony's, it was 20 years ago that I made the logo, made the first packaging.
Wow.
Colleague of mine was friends with someone from a production company because it came out of a documentary series. And we said we really think it's a good cause, you know, trying to set the example and trying to stop human trafficking, child labor in the cocoa industry. And we said, how can we help? We can make a packaging because we're a design studio. There was no brief, there was no money, and we didn't get paid. So what you have to do as a creative, and what I had to do then, was sort of delve from within. So what do I like? What is my language? What are my examples? What is my experience? And I'm a big fan, so I grew up with a dad listening to jazz records. So I have the Blue Note records from Reed Miles, all handmade, bold typography, bold coloring, great photography. Grew up really liking 60s and 50s design, Mary Blair, Charlie Harper illustrators, very tactile stuff. Did my bit of graffiti when I was younger. So working on that Tony's logo, it took me 10 minutes to do.
Wow.
Because it just came from me. And I think that is one of my most recent posts on LinkedIn was about is that you as a creative, you know, as good as a briefing is, as good as your team is, in the end you're creating something from nothing, so you have to create from inside. And I really like that handmade language, so I really like tactile little surprises. So if you look at my portfolio, it's all almost hand cut, hand painted, handwritten, because I think because it fits me, and I think a lot of times it's a different language to what you see. So if you look at the Tony's logo and the wrapper, especially 20 years ago, everything was really slick, everything was black or brown, had photographs of cocoa on it, slick typography, really classy. So we wanted to do something completely different. So that's why it looks different in every way, because it's also, you know, it's a different product. It's an alternative to the rest of the industry. So it should look like an alternative as well.
When I, first stumbled upon Tony's, and mind that I grew up in communist Poland, so there was no Tony's chocolate there. We were getting like Milka from Germany or something at best, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the cows changed my life. But when I looked at Tony's straight away, the feeling is like fun, creative, like you say different, but a lot of fun, a lot of like joy in that small package.
Yeah.
Is that what you were going for? No? Like, was it a surprise that it came
so it took me 10 minutes, so I didn't take all the 10 minutes to lay down this strategy, but we sort of reversed engineer it. But what we do, what they do, what Tony's does, is we have this massive problem. Like there's a lot of, like there's 1.5 million children working in cocoa these days, and 90% of them, they work with under illegal circumstances. So the problem is very serious and very something that you can go, like, I don't want to touch it, or it's so serious, it needs to be very heavy. But what Tony's does is, through great tasting chocolate and crazy flavors, do it very positively. So the slogan is crazy about chocolate, serious about people, and that is sort of it's almost a paradox, the duality. And that's what we do. This duality is a serious problem, but do it in a very positive way.
Love that.
In a very can-do way, in a very involved way. And that's what we're trying to do. I don't like the word fun, though.
Yeah.
I already said fun, but fun for me is, it lacks involvement.
Yeah.
So I want people to feel that they can be involved. And I know people call it fun all the time, so it must be fun. But I always try to avoid the fun.
Yeah. It's almost like a post, like fight the fun. Don't be fun. Let's not. Yeah. But I get it. There's more intention. There's more story to it.
Yeah, fun is something you see and then you leave it, and it's fun.
Yeah.
But I like it to be positive and engaging.
Yeah, I love that. I love where you said like you take a really intense, almost like no one wants to talk about it, problem, and then you add this like wonderful world into it, so that we can almost like merge the two and have that conversation.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. And that's I mean, there's a lot of companies and NGOs and other companies that are very serious about it, and it's a very serious problem. but because we do it in such a positive way, it makes people, attract and want to become involved. And there's also companies and brands that just stay on that side, on the fun side, and don't get involved with the heavy stuff. But it's that duality that makes Tony's really unique.
Love that.
And
Definitely.
that's kept me around for 20 odd years.
And beyond now, right? Arjen, I need to ask, there would be probably no interview, you know where I'm going, because of where we are right now and coming back to human creativity. I get a lot of time asked about what is happening to creativity. Is it going to prevail? Is it not needed anymore? I'm talking, of course, about famous AI. Shh, do not say, do not mention.
The big AI.
But okay, well, really.
The weird thing is, I was watching The Matrix yesterday.
I love Matrix.
And
what?
I love The Matrix. Sorry. I want to be Morpheus. And there they talk about, they started, the conversation, the first conversation that Morpheus has with Neo is about AI. And that created the war, and that I don't know who began first, but it was us who scorched the sun.
I mean, Arjen, what does this say?
What is it?
Can you see?
Whip, get up, get up.
Who says that? From the movie.
Oh yeah. Get up.
Yes.
Trinity.
Yes. 10 points. Okay. Get up. Okay, we completely diverged. But by the way, Matrix, any of you that are 20 or below, please do not underestimate that movie. Changed our lives.
Definitely.
Which pill would you take? And what we're living right now is literally Matrix. So let's not even go there, right?
Wow.
But in that respect, what do you want to say to all these humans, older, younger, doesn't matter. Everyone's a bit uncomfortable. Some people believe creativity is going to be great. Some people are throw it out of the bin because I can just click with one button now and be creative. What's your take on this entire
Well, is that creative?
thing?
Is that creativity? Is that creativity? Is that creativity? I think not. I think, and that's how I perceive AI now, is that the AI gives you what we put in. Mm-hmm. So it collects stuff from the internet from all over, and it just sort of regurgitates that to when you click that button. So that is a collection of stuff that's already out there. So for me, it doesn't involve creativity. Do I use AI in my creative process? Yes. So I use it as a sparring partner, and I use it to find out stuff and to sort of test ideas. But I usually go, so you say that, so I'm not going with that.
I love that. I often have these conversations too. I don't like your idea. Yeah. I'm gonna go mad.
Yeah. And then I tell it, and I said, it just keeps being so positive. It's annoying.
Always, right?
Yeah.
Don't worry, Arjen, everything's gonna be fine. That's a great idea.
Oh wow, that's such a good idea. It's such a good thing for you to mention. Yeah.
Positive reinforcement wants you to use it more. Used in branding and advertising.
Yeah. Well done. So I, at the moment, I don't see it as any threat to our creative community or to creativity as a whole. But it's going to happen. Yeah, it's definitely going to happen.
I guess I'm saying let's at least, I like to be say it as it is. Lots of people, as far as I can hear, lose opportunities when it comes to creative roles, lose to, I can find this quicker, I can find this cheaper. That sort of thing is happening a lot in the creative industry and beyond. I'm talking about people in translation and finance, everyone's affected. Yeah. So what is how would you like to say to all these maybe humans that don't believe in that and just, do the click? What is, is that the future, or
well, no, I don't think it's the future. No, I don't think it will ever replace humans as a whole, or a human input or a human checkup. But it will, but that's not because it's creative or that it's handy. It's just because it's cheaper
and efficient.
So. And this capitalist system is all built on, can we get it cheaper somewhere else?
And faster.
Then we had China, we had India, and now we have AI.
What's after AI?
Yeah.
Is that it? Are we doomed?
I'm hoping robots.
Yeah, let's just say I want my laundry folded long time ago. Thank you. You know what I mean? So I can do this more. Thank you. And maybe a robot holding this thing for me. Thank you. Oh my goodness. So now, Arjen, let's say going into your post-Tony's world.
Yes.
What is Klink about? Tell us a bit more. What's keeping you passionate up at night, apart from Matrix?
Apart from the Matrix. Well, the weather has won.
I know. Yeah, it's lovely.
No, I'm actually I'm insanely happy with sleeping late, working in my garden, patting my cats, going camping next week.
Amazing.
But also very happy and humbled by the fact that through LinkedIn and via I get a lot of opportunities from people wanting to chat, wanting to connect.
Random humans.
But also for very cool projects. And so I'm talking to a lot of nice people who have very impactful brands.
Give us some insight. Can you at least with one, like what sort of projects like really stir your curiosity these days?
Well, I found, and that's because of the legacy, is that I get enthusiastic by different thinkers. So people that create a brand or create a product, not for the product, but to solve a problem or to raise awareness. So I've done wine brands, cookie brands that all have sort of some social mission, and now I'm talking to people that also have some sort of impact company, and I think that's really cool. And I know that I also do jobs that don't do impact, but the idea of using it, wasn't it Spider-Man who said, "With great power comes great responsibility"?
Oh, that's cool. We have like similar movie tastes, okay? Like, let's just go and watch
It's
the
gonna
movie
be a long
later.
conversation.
This
people.
is cool, yeah.
So I think that with the stage that we have and the powers that we have, is that if we can use them for change in a positive way, I think that is what excites me a lot. Yeah.
And clearly we've seen that with Tony's, right? Beautiful brands, quality and everything, and yet solving big problems.
Yeah,
around
exactly.
The world.
Yeah. Well, I was in 2 weeks ago. I was in Ireland and in Belfast, and the band Kneecap is from there as well.
Yeah, saw them in Glastonbury.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan per se of their music, but the way they use their stage as a stage that they've created as a stage for unification of the Belfast community, of the Irish as a whole, as raising awareness. I think that's really impressive. Yeah.
And this kind of like takes us to that message can be overlapping anywhere. Music, retail, product, design, fashion, doesn't matter, right? Almost.
No, anywhere, any place where you touch people and you have the opportunity to convey a positive message, I think it's very good to do that.
And we always ask, we have to, because the name of the podcast, how do you resist the usual, Arjen?
Oh, to resist the usual.
If you do.
Well, I try and do, yeah. So what is the usual? The usual is what you're used to, right? So it's what you've seen, and also what you're trained to think and what you're trained to see. So I work a lot with Creative Gym, which is a company that helps brands expand creatively. And I work a lot on retail media, so the stuff that you see in stores. Which is, for me, funnily enough, a big irritation point, because I hate being called and being sold everything all the time. But you're used to it. So I get a lot of this, we made this poster, we made this shelf marker, and very often they look like the poster should look, or like a shelf marker should look like. And I think that when it becomes interesting and functional, when you know what it should look like, but diverge from it. And I think one of the best brands that has done that in the past is of course Oatly.
Oh my God, are we discussing Oatly?
Yes, we are discussing it.
Do you know how much I love them? I literally like harass them at times.
Oh really?
I'm like,
okay.
hi guys, can I visit you? They're like, what?
Yeah, I saw them that you tagged them in the post.
They couldn't care less, but Oatly, please say hi.
No, I think I don't drink it because I don't like it.
That's
But
fine.
that-
Okay.
that's what-
Controversial.
But the brand is beautiful. The way they started, and I think that it has predecessors. So innocent drinks in the UK, when I first saw that in the UK, that the same. Dan Germain, looking to you. But what Oatly has done is completely flip the script on media, on location, on using different billboards. The way they think about media is so different, and it's so refreshing. Hasn't spurred me on to buy anything from Oatly yet, but
Try harder, guys.
but the way they treat themselves and the way they treat their brand, I think it's beautiful.
Imagine if like next campaign will be with your picture and they'll be like, we must make him try it. Like, I'm not surprised if they're already printing it, if they care. But yeah, no, that's totally valid point. Like, so imagine you've got a campaign coming up and you really need to like creatively share the message, like go anywhere with this. What's like, I'm so fascinated by process, you know, like what's the first thing that your brain wants to do if you kind of like are working on a campaign or a story or whatever it is that it's next? Do you have always the same process? What is it, or it's not? Give us something behind the scenes.
I really focus on brand building, and what I'm trying to do, so through my experience, sort of set up a brand framework. So there's millions of those, but I always think that whatever you do, your brand should be based on one thing, on one word. What is your brand essence? So is that connecting? Is that care? Is that love? Is something that becomes the basis of everything.
Love that.
And so that's always where I start, and then I work out the why, how, what. So why do we exist? How do we make sure that people hear us? And what does it look like? And so actually the whole what does it look like? Sort of, I don't pay too much attention to that, but more on the foundational stuff. That if you got that right, then the rest just will follow. It's even if you have your brand essence and you have your why, the selection of colors, for example, selection of fonts, selection of type of photography will come from that, because it always has to be about that.
Oh, guys, I'm gonna now stalk Arjen and be like, can you help us with NATALKA? Because like there's so much there to be said. Like I've got the word, but like what you're just saying, kind of going from it out, that's really cool.
Yeah, and people tend to, really focus on the what. And the what is very, very important. What does it look like, and what's our tone of voice, and what is the product that you hold? But if you don't have guardrails, and maybe it's because I need these guardrails myself when working, but if you don't have these guardrails, it can be anything.
Yeah.
And it can look like anything that's already out there. And if you create something that is unique and that is very defined, then it becomes inherently yours.
And how to, like, let's be honest, I just had a conversation that like we're bombarded with amount of information, stories, information, just like it's everywhere, right? Like just that's the world we live in right now. The famous question, how does one stand out with their brand? Like whatever the brand is, even if it's my personal brand or if it's a product or if it's a experience or if it's a service, brand is everything, right? Yeah. So like how does one stand out to make the human go, tell me more? Because that's all what we want, right? Really, to catch that attention.
Yeah. Well, I think you have to be relevant. So you have to be relevant in your product, in your messaging, in your personality to the person that looks at it. If you're not relevant, then stop shouting at me.
That's so true.
And you have to be unusual. So you have to be, if you want to stand out, you have to be different than the rest. And if you have a messaging that is relevant for someone, somebody that wants to be part of a movement in a brand or in a product, and you create that right message at the right moment in the right way, then you're done.
I love that because there's a lot of people shouting at us. Let's be honest.
Yeah, there is
you
a
know?
lot.
Like,
Stop shouting.
please stop.
And that's why.
Now you're on your own venture. It's all interesting and exciting, and I bet you have to like say no to many people, or like you have to choose, and like your brain's on fire. At least mine would be.
Not yet. So if
but
there's any
like-
jobs out there.
Exactly. That brings us to the middle. Come on, I bet you're like so busy. But like then, yeah, give us the human side of things. Like how do you zen out in all this world that you've created and you are in? Because I bet that it can get a bit busy, and probably it will for you, especially after this interview.
Yeah, well, it's all about balance, right?
Yeah.
So balance good, karate good, everything good, Karate Kid quote.
Movies.
Movies quotes, I love them. No, so it's really about balance. So I work hard, I work passionately, but I also have very passionate and work very hard in my free time.
Love that.
Yeah, even at Tony's, when it was end of day, it's end of day. There's always work coming in. There's always something that you can do. But it's just a job. I always said after my first burnout, I said, it's just chocolate. And of course, it's chocolate with a very specific mission. But in the end, we're just trying to sell chocolate.
Yeah.
Is that worth not seeing your kids over? Is that worth laying awake for at night? And I decided it isn't. So I pay attention to myself, to my house, to my friends, to my girlfriends, to my cats, to make sure that these things balance out. And that's why I'm going camping.
That's
well
so
next
cool.
week.
I'm going on Monday. I'm excited. Not that it matters to people there will be Monday, but some Monday in the past I went, guys, and I
And
loved
it was
it.
fantastic.
Wow, we're talking about the future. Ooh. Anyways, but Arjen, like, thank you so much. This is like so random and fun, and thank you for being open to this like really unprepared interview in terms of setup and everything. But
Yeah, very.
I
Thank
hope
you.
that you
Thank you for
enjoyed
having me on the show.
And I have to
Back
ask.
to back with
I know,
Natalia.
Yeah, thank you. That's gonna be the screenshot. Before we go, it's very important that I ask you this. Favorite movie?
Favorite movie of all time? Oh my goodness, that's so hard. I would say Empire Strikes Back.
Favorite book?
Favorite book? Oppa in de Zomerjurken van Oek de Jong. Dutch writer, but very good.
Music?
Music. Ooh, at the moment, listening to a lot of Remor. It's a Swiss-French band duo. Very good.
Wow. Place?
Our favorite place? Terschelling, which is one of the islands up in the north.
Ooh, I'm gonna have to
And
ask for that.
Scotland.
And Scotland.
Scotland, Edinburgh.
Ooh.
Went to college in Edinburgh, and it's part of me.
It's gorgeous, isn't it?
Yeah.
Person.
Favorite person? Oh dear.
Well, you know, family. Please don't be upset. You know what we're getting here at.
I would say my two boys.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's amazing.
Yeah.
Pet.
My favorite
Can
pet.
you choose?
I've got two. I've got Sumo, which is a very, very squishy orange cat, and Mug, which is a stalker. So I would say both of them.
Podcast?
I don't listen to podcasts, so
Interesting.
yours.
Of course. Well, it's gonna be like video as well, so like, you know,
Okay.
like more YouTube and stuff
That's
like
still.
that. Because I'm more of a like visual. Fashion.
So if you looked at what I'm
Person,
wearing,
human.
I don't do
You
fashion.
don't care? Okay,
no.
cool.
I like bands, t-shirts.
Oh my god. And taste of chocolate.
Taste of chocolate. Tony's dark milk, the light blue one. Tony's forever, baby.
Oh, thank you for the random leaf. And on that note, Arjen, thank you so much for being
you.
here. Thank you for taking us to beautiful park, Vondel Park.
Vondelpark.
Vondel
yes.
Park in
Openluchttheater.
Amsterdam. It's so cool, guys. And until next
All
one.
right, thanks.
You know what? We're like exactly at 30 minutes. This is crazy.
Oh, really? Oh, wow. So it was all meant to be.